So I always encourage any kind of movement, whether that be using a birth ball, a peanut ball, standing at the bedside, and just kind of swaying your hips back and forth. One of my favorite positions is actually when a laboring woman is standing and uses her support person kind of in a dancing position. I think that's very special, and it gets your partner and your support person involved in your labor as well.
During labor, it is very important for you to get up and get moving and not just lay in bed. During labor, baby has to do a bunch of movements to get down into your pelvis and get ready to birth. My favorite movements are assisted lunges, so lunging into a chair because now we have a belly and we can't get all the way on the ground, or like leaning into your bed and letting your belly hang and giving baby all of that nice movement and nice room to get those movements to change into a position for a beautiful birth.
Being flat on your back is probably the worst thing you can do during labor. And sometimes, women are kind of scared, especially if it's the first one, and they're kind of like waiting for the next contraction. Getting up and moving is the best thing that you can do in labor. Even if it's just sitting on the birth ball, leaning over the bed, having your partner maybe massage your lower back, just getting your hips moving is so much better than just laying in the bed, if that's possible. So movement in labor just really helps cut down labor time. I've seen women go into the shower, they're like 4 centimeters, they come out and they're 8 centimeters after being in the shower just 10, 15 minutes. So it's really important to keep moving and not be flat on your back in the bed in labor.
Position changes and movement are super, super important in labor and something I'm really passionate about. I actually did my project on it in college or in midwifery school. It's great for comfort, so it helps with pain management, and not only that, it helps with moving your labor along. So it helps you to actually make cervical change and to help you have an easier delivery. Some of my favorite movements, I really like the peanut ball for when people have epidurals and they are able to stand up. And then I also really like, there's a circuit that people can do where they do a couple different poses and movements in 10 minutes and then switch. And I really like it.
I think that moving in labor is really important. The baby has to make these cardinal movements to move through the shape of the pelvis to get into the best position to be born. And the best way for us to facilitate these movements when we're not up and walking around a fable is actually moving in bed. And I like to have a saying, it's find what feels right. I feel that women need to really trust what they're feeling with their body, that if you're having pain on more than one side or you're feeling some hip or back pain, that when you voice these to either your nurse or midwife, we can put you in a good position that will help facilitate not only the movement of the baby through your pelvis, but help relieve some of that pain as well.